proud to sponsor the Midnight Madness program.
My name is Colin Geddes, and I'm the programmer of the Midnight Madness selection, and I'm just curious, because I think this might be a bit of a different crowd we get here. Show of hands, how many people, show of hands for the people, if they're Midnight Madness virgins. Let's see here. I'll tell you what, once we defile you tonight, come on back, because we've got more evil all week long. I'm really proud to have this film, to have the world premiere of Lords of Salem. I've been trying to get this man on stage for years now because clearly he's like a patron saint of Midnight Madness. He loves genre films, he loves scares, and of course, he rocks. Put your hands together for the director of the Lords of Salem, Rob Zombie!
Hello, Toronto! Well, I'm going to keep this short because I want you to watch the movie, but I have one serious question. Would you like to watch a movie with lots of naked witches worshiping goats? No, I do. I'm just kidding. So let's start this thing with one big fuck yes, Satan! Let's watch it.
Let's hear it for Rob Zombie, the director of the Lords of Salem. Anyone else who'd like to bring it on stage with us?
I don't think they want to come on stage. They're hiding. They'll hear a couple questions, they'll jump in and answer them. How about that? They're shy. Here we go. Brandon played the midget. Brandon's our cinematographer.
So I want to ask you right off the bat. So this is very different than everything else you've done before. Where did the inspiration come for the story?
I don't know. I don't know where the inspiration came from. We just started making it. Truthfully, the inspiration came from about 5 or 6 years ago. We went to this wedding in Massachusetts, and it was incredibly boring. And I went into the gift shop of the hotel lobby and bought a book on the Salem witch trials and started reading it. I was like, this could make a good movie. Not that, because, and this is pure fact, this entire film. It's exactly how it happened. But it has nothing to do with the Salem witch trials.
Can you talk about the thing that I like about your films is your casting is always so inspired. You bring back faces that we haven't seen for ages, and really noted faces from horror films and from classics. I mean, you've got Ken Faree, you've got Meg Foster, Dee Wallace. Can you talk about your choices when casting?
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I just cast people I like. I'm not trying to do anything else other than that. Like Pat Quinn, I always loved, and I tried to work with her before. I had dinner with her 15 years ago when I first met her to put her in a movie, and I realized she was completely nuts and she would be perfect to work with. Just people I like, and I think that unfortunately in Hollywood, it's like anyone over the age of 19 is considered too old to be in a movie anymore. So there's all these great actresses like Judy Geeson and Meg Foster. They just don't see anymore because they're considered they're not considered, I guess. I don't know why we don't see them, but they're incredible,
Awesome.
Can you talk about, I mean, it's got such a suffocating atmosphere to it. You could, like, walking out and then coming back in here, you could feel the tension. Can you talk about your choices for production design and just in that hallway? The hallway is almost a character unto itself.
Yeah, the hallway, that hallway was like, what, like 20 feet long. It was tiny. We kept trying to make it look bigger and bigger, but it was so tiny. The value of wide-angle lenses, brand.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that's part of the reason why we chose to shoot this movie anamorphic, too, was the other thing. We wanted this to really have a lot of scope to it. You know, a lot of this movie takes place in small interiors, you know, throughout the whole movie. We wanted it to feel like a big movie for how, you know, small we were afforded where to shoot. I mean, like I said, it was like 20 feet long, and also Jen Scott, our production designer, did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted everything to be detailed and interesting. You know, I mean, it's just so there'd be interesting things everywhere, even if they don't matter. They seem like they matter sometimes, you know, the pictures on the walls and stuff. So, I don't know. Yeah.
And big ups to Brendan. He did a film called The FP, which is amazing. So check out The FP. Do you have any questions from the audience? Yes? Yes?
My question is about the music, that bar that you had in there. Did you, like, is that from something? Did you write that? What inspired you?
What, the repeating music? That was something we wrote. You know, one day I was on the phone with John Five, who did the music, and we were just humming weird note patterns back and forth, and I'm not sure if he came up with it or I came up with it.
Because honestly, I've heard something similar to it, just doing historical research. And I actually haven't.
No, we did a lot of historical research, and that we found a very significant note pattern that really dated back to 1697. And, you know, I mean, we actually put a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
And it begins.
Yeah, and the lies begin.
I was up the other day that was in the picture.
So is she, unfortunately. There was a lot of people in this movie that are no longer in the movie, like Udo Kier and Dan Roebuck and Ernest Thomas and
Clint Howard.
Billy Drago was never actually in the movie. He was always supposed to be in the movie, but he never was. Clint Howard. Unfortunately, none of these people know that yet. We filmed so much stuff that just didn't fit, and then we just lost it.
Who was Andrew Prine play?
Andrew Prine played Reverend Hawthorne. And Richard Lynch was in the movie too, who obviously just recently died, but we never really finished his scenes, and obviously we never could, so he's not moving up for that reason.
Got a question over here.
All right.
What's up with Sherry's baby?
That's what I said.
What's up with it?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
Mission accomplished.
Next question.
Going back to music, you have very strong sort of style for music, and I was just wondering, do you go into the film knowing what you want, or is that doesn't go?
So the question is, do you go into the movie knowing what you want with music, or is that all post decisions?
No, I mean, for the most part, it's all done in advance. Most of the, I mean, I think all the music was finished. All the score was done before we were done the movie, I think. And as far as like songs and things like that, I have that all figured out in advance. You know, that's why, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but certain times people are actually moving in time to the music because we shot it to those songs and things, so that it would make sense.
Yes.
Hi, okay, first of all, Mr. Doggy, love your music, love your concerts, love your films.
Thanks.
I have a question for Miss Sherry, who seems to be the muse. I'm wondering about the stylistic choices. Are they, in terms of your looks, in your, especially this film, do you have a stylist? Because I'm incredibly curious. You're an icon.
Do you mean that the clothes in the movie that the character wears? There's a wardrobe stylist, and I get to pick
Squiggly baby.
things out.
I'm guessing you have an opinion. You see your
I do, yeah. Thankfully, Rob lets me pick my clothes for the character. In real life, I dress myself. I do not have a stylist. In the films, of course, there's a wardrobe
So
supervisor.
you decided to
choose from racks. They bring in racks of clothes, and I go, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah.
Look,
it's
when the
fun,
cast
it's
is
fun.
predominantly women, wardrobe fittings go like this. I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing that. I'm certainly not wearing that frock. And then they fight over who's wearing which belt, and there's a lot of tears and a lot of tension. And I'm not going to say who hated who in what scenes, but a lot of people hated each other. No, you weren't part of the drama, so you can guess. Yes.
This is the second premiere you chose to be in Toronto. Why Toronto?
What was I didn't realize it was the first premiere. I thought this was the first premiere.
This is the first premiere. All right, next question.
I recently watched Metal Evolution, and in the Shock Rock episode, Sam Dunn asked you, how do you shock an audience nowadays? And you said that you thought you couldn't. In what way is it different, or more fun, or easier to shock an audience with film? And how do you do that?
I don't know.
Good answer.
All right, anything in the balcony here? No balcony. All right,
Wait,
right.
this little add some squiggly shit and some gooey stuff.
This is for our queen right here. I loved your dreadlocks and I loved your tats. Who did your tats?
We actually, do you remember the name of the tattoo artist? We had someone come, yeah, and I sort of said what I liked, butterflies and hearts and birds and
Girly stuff.
And so they were really designed by an actual tattoo artist, and then they made them into decals and got slapped onto me every day. And the dreadlocks, the wig was made, it was a wig, and it was very lightweight. It wasn't very troublesome at all.
And functional.
Very functional.
I got a question.
Perfect.
Do you got anything upcoming and started already for the future? Broad Street Bullies. Well, besides Broad Street Bullies, but anything before that?
Isn't that enough? Can we ever
How
take
many
a
movies
break
do I have to
right
have
now?
started at a time? Man, we showed this for the first time. No, I know. Broad Street Bullies is the next thing.
I know ahead of time, no? Is there anything that's already?
Yeah, I like to know ahead of time too sometimes.
All right, over here, sir. The blue hoodie, yes.
Yeah, Rob, in terms of influencing you, who is your all-time favorite horror director and your all-time favorite horror movie?
Pick your favorite child right now.
I don't know. Yeah, whoever I don't say is gonna get mad at me, so I don't know.
All right.
That's the problem now. You know, what you say me, man? James Whale, he's dead. So
James Whale. There we go. Let's hear it for James Whale.
don't feel bad.
What was the inspiration to use the trip to the moon icon of the telescope as her bed?
I just really liked it and I thought it would look good, and then we went to see Hugo and I was like, motherfucker! I was gonna think we went and saw fucking Hugo and thought it was cool. But we didn't. We were already done by that point.
Okay, the eager guy standing up right here, yes.
So the landmarks seem to be a really good throwback to Rosemary Baby. Was there any other 70s culture Demon Baby horror movies that really
What is Demon Baby horror movies? No, we actually we actually sat down and tried to watch Demon Baby horror movies, and we came up pretty empty.
Rosemary's
I mean,
Baby!
we got together specifically to watch movies. Like, I was shooting an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Go figure. And then we drove
And then you
down.
wanted to watch The Howling, and you fell asleep after 15 minutes.
No, but we watched the Tenant. We watched
Yeah, we
Rosemary's
watched
Baby.
10, we watched,
We watched
things that things here and there. And we didn't watch the old yet. I mean, watch the old.
In Halloween 2, and particularly in this, I've noticed that you've come to a penchant for tableau vivant. I was wondering how
We were just saying that backstage. One more guy says that.
almost looks like a photograph. How do you come to choose to use that?
You know, I mean, really just, I feel like a lot of movies, this probably won't answer your question at all, but as we're going, I felt like so many movies look like television shows now. Because, so we wanted everything to be big and broad. Like, you know, I didn't really think there was that much in Halloween 2, but for this movie, we wanted as much scope as we could get, even though we chose to shoot everything in tiny little rooms, which
Yeah,
it doesn't lend itself to a lot of scope.
There's a lot more like specific composition in this movie too.
Yeah, we purposely would just try to make things symmetrical and take a long time to drive the producers crazy. In a book.
We're gonna wrap it up here, so, okay, sir, you and then, okay, one more you. Go, make it good.
What kind of atmosphere do you like to work in the set? Like, how do you work with your actors, and what's it like for the actors?
I like a very oppressive atmosphere. They just do what the fuck I say and nothing ever gets said back. Right? Yeah, they can. Here, how is it on set, Jeff?
Hi. Oh, I didn't know anybody noticed I was here. No, it was very, in the beginning it was very collaborative.
In the end, we were all in our own rooms.
No, but it was, and we really rehearsed and worked on it, and it just evolved and evolved. And I think the one thing with Rob is, whether it's music or his art, he comes in with a certain vision, but he's not totally attached to it, and if he thinks things are evolving in a certain way, he kind of works with it. And so there's certain confidence to doing that way. I mean, you can direct movies different ways, but yeah, hats off to him for doing that.
Yeah, we'll set something up as like, I fucking hate this, let's change this. Okay, let's do it.
Right.
The motto, no, every day before a new shot, it was, let's get weird. Let's get weird.
That was the motto.
And the final question goes to the station man, yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering, how did this evolve from the songs on Endless Horses? And if, yes, sir. Like, did you have that in mind when you wrote the song? That this is going to be my next film?
No, I had the idea for this film sort of like many years ago, and then I didn't really have anything to do with it. I mean, just because you thought of an idea doesn't mean you can turn it into a movie. And I just liked the title, so I thought, fuck it, I'll make it into a song. And then, I don't know, 5 years later, finally got to be a movie, so there was really no connection, but, and
then, okay, up there, yeah, you're gonna give me grief. Come on.
Yeah. Mr. Zombie, I've noticed you always seem to show the beautiful Sherry Moon Zombie's butt in your films, but we never get a full frontal. Is that something
That's gonna be the closing question. Thanks, guys.
I'll tell you why. It's because of guys like you.